Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we once again are kind of somewhat seeing these PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X scalpers getting a little bit more on the desperate side. We actually have one of the biggest, basically third-party reselling websites out there that are actually now once again trying their best to keep like kind of like the aliveness going as long as it possibly can, mainly because as you guys know, it's kind of been an up and down struggle when it comes to PlayStation 5 scalpers and botters. Now, a lot of them are still kind of making money, especially in the PlayStation 5. I think the bounce back is definitely kind of bounced back up in general, but it's kind of sad to keep on seeing them kind of always consistently trying their best to go and maintain and kind of elevate up the stock price the best they can. They actually did go do this quite a few weeks ago too as well. And I'm kind of going to talk about like why it's kind of annoying, why it's kind of lame, why it's going on, and kind of how it somewhat affects up the prices. And I would probably say this just affects a lot of electronics too as well. I'm just also factors into the GPUs quite a bit as well. But just overall annoying to say the least. So let's go talk about this, talk about the scalping side and everything else, and make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console controller. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below. We also have the Twitter giveaway down below too as well. Got that Weeble, got that Coinbase, and let's go and dive in the video itself. And kind of once again, because I feel like we haven't really gone on like a really big kind of anti-scalping run for a while, go and complain on how this keeps on happening. So let's go and talk about it. If any of you guys are also kind of curious on this stuff, we're going to kind of show all the websites for you guys too as well. So we'll give you some details. So if you guys don't know, and I usually don't like to go and advertise this stuff too much, although for me, it is kind of a good thing to kind of let you guys more and so know, like, I guess on the really rare case, if you guys really wanted to, at least it is somewhat reputable. But on the part 3 of this, I would almost always recommend you guys don't do it. There's so many good restocks on the way. You guys even go and see how this Walmart Plus drop went before. A lot of normal people got it. And do you really want to go pay an extra $300 for a console, plus also have to wait an extra month anyway, when you can probably just wait for the next Walmart drop or Target drop or Best Buy drop? I think most of you guys in the same boat are like, yeah, I'd rather just go wait, or let's go just buy a bundle, say, from GameStop. But we actually saw this floating around over here from StockX, one of the biggest reselling hubs when it comes to consoles, when it comes to shoes, when it comes to everything, where they're actually doing a brand new promotion trying to maintain up the scalping life as long as they can, where they have a tweet over here stating, hey, you got a brand new console laying around? Because who on earth would just randomly having a brand new unopened console laying around, huh? Who do you think of all the people out there? You know, most people I know, myself included, the second I got my console, I instantaneously opened it up because I knew I wanted to play it, because I'm not a third-party scalper trying to go and make some easy money. I wonder who would casually go and see this. So basically now they have a cash-in with a 50% off seller's fees on any electronics traded over $600. What has conveniently always been around that $600 plus mark ever since these consoles first came out. I wonder if the picture itself is going to go and add any bit of guess. So hit that sell button before 3:18 at 12 p.m. EST, which then goes and actually takes you over to this page as well. 50% off electronic seller fees. So basically, this is basically giving scalpers and botters, more so probably more on the botters side, because we've been just seeing such a massive influx of botters everywhere. Basically, a better incentive to sell, and as well, better incentive to sell on StockX over, say, like an eBay or Facebook Marketplace or Cook Group or whatever, and as well, and even another big incentive to essentially maintain the price at over $600. Like, everything about this is like, So basically, it's time to make extra money on the electronics for 1 week only, going on as of right now. If you're looking to make serious money, why is everything like involves like scalpers and botters just kind of seem like an MLM scam? Like, just trying to be like, hey, you should sign up for some life insurance, you can make some easy good money. Hey, you should start selling these candles I made, you know? Start selling the hottest brand new electronics on StockX starting today. Every electronic sold at $600 or more will automatically receive a 50% off their fees upon completion of the sale. And the best part, we're offering this discount on fees from now until basically March 18th. That's an entire week off of 50% off fees for every electronic sale. Remember, your sale must be confirmed or as accepted by that too as well for the date on top of that too. So let me just go and get frustrated over here, because I'm just I feel like I haven't had like one of these types of videos at least in a few weeks, because we've kind of just been covering more news and restocks and everything else. This is annoying. So first and foremost, if you guys kind of know, and I've kind of talked about this before, because they actually did a similar deal about this maybe a few months ago, and it's still an annoying side. Basically, every electronic sold at $600 or more. Once again, let me go and always push you guys when it comes to these third-party prices. At least as of right now, the PlayStation 5 is a little bit above it, but before, I think they actually had a sale when the prices were pretty low, which was kind of trying their best to maintain up at least that $600 price point, plus actually taxes and fees would make it a little bit higher. And then I think especially, obviously this will be affecting the PS5s. They'll have a lot more sellers, a lot more people trying to scheme the system and kind of keep this reselling market alive. They want people to go cut a little bit of profits to get some good sales in and make some money for StockX. As you guys know, they basically make a lot of money off their own individual sales and all that type of stuff. They have their own fees or like kind of basically like register fees or whatever. So this is number one, kind of annoying for the PlayStation 5. As you guys have seen, like the prices actually did have a little bit of a bounce back when it comes to scalping prices. A few weeks ago, like in January, right after the holidays, I thought we were going to be done. I thought that was pretty much the end. And then ever since then, once again, one day I'll be able to go take a day off of watching all these restocks. We had a pretty big bump up once again. It was around the big time where there basically wasn't any big restocks for a little while, and that's why everything kind of went a little bit on the worse side. You guys can see the price point right next to my webcam over here. So that's just annoying, but the PlayStation 5 itself hasn't been heavily affected, although this will probably be incentivizing more people. To number one, like this is the big things. They want to go and incentivize people to go buy consoles. So think Amazon drops, think Best Buy drops, Best Buy walk-ins, Target drops, Walmart drops, maybe even potential bundles. Because that means they have a lesser seller fee, so they're basically making even more money. They're making better money because they have to pay less fees. It's just the end-all be-all. If you can make $150 versus making $150 and then also an extra $10, $15, $20 for fees, you're going to be doing that because you're making more money. Now, this will actually maybe have a nice effect on the market too. And I was kind of annoying because scalpers just want to keep this alive as possibly can. But the one thing kind of sucks is there's no benefits for buyers. Now, I'm not a big fan of you guys ever buying consoles. Obviously, I don't want you guys buying consoles, from third-party people. There's always a chance to get scammed. There's always a chance the console breaks. There's always a chance the console was stolen. And as well, you're just obviously paying way too much money. It's not worth it. Like, do you really go pay $700 plus shipping for one console? No, I'd rather just go buy like a $750 GameStop bundle because at least you go get gift cards and controllers and games. And while it may not be the best, it's just such a better alternative. And like, it's pretty easy at this point, at least for GameStop bundles and all overall bundles. They're usually in stock for a decent amount of time. So like, if you really had to pick, just do that instead. It's so much easier. It's gonna be so much more. And also, you probably might even get it faster. And we kind of usually see around 2 to 3 GameStop drops a month. Realistically, sometimes these things take like 3, 4, 5 weeks, depending on how long it kind of takes for everything to organize and ship, etc., etc. Same thing with eBay too. Sometimes it takes a long time for people to actually go get your consoles out, and even for Facebook Marketplace. So once again, you don't really want to deal with that because it's going to be a while. It's going to take a long time. But the part 3 of that is just like you're just incentivizing all these other bots to keep on going. And I just wish after all this time, it would finally be done. After all this time. But the one kind of bigger thing I don't want to bring attention to is more on the Xbox Series X. Now, we're going to actually maybe want to go and see how the market does for this one. The PlayStation 5 is still kind of too far gone. It's at like $700. It's kind of high. The Xbox Series X's, though, have been doing a little bit more on the better side. Mainly because the price points have definitely gone down. They've kind of stabilized and a little bit of a bounce back you guys can kind of see for like the 600 range. And even that's kind of tapering off a little bit more as time's been kind of going on and on. Now, the one big struggle, though, is you guys can see the lowest gas is at $5.95. And I'm sure with this deal going on, this will probably have a little bit of a bump back at 2 as well. So, I mean, they obviously, if you can go and sell for $600 flat, and you also at the same time, you basically get to go and get a little bit more money back from lower fees, that probably will actually go and maintain up that price point just up a little bit longer, and it's just not fun. So, I do want to say there actually might be some benefits, though. Like I said, this actually might have a good incentive for a lot of botters and sellers to kind of start flooding the market, because if they're making more money off of seller fees, although we kind of see more other people do it on, say, like Facebook or other various websites, but when it comes to this stuff, it's very, very intriguing to go and see. It will probably make the prices go up, especially when it comes to for Xboxes, and kind of maintain the whole like scalper struggle. But in theory, I can maybe see the prices also maybe having like just imagine like a bunch of stock all throughout this week, and maybe the next like 5 days or so might have a little bit of a nice little boop down when it comes to stock, like people who are botting, people who are scalping, people who are hoarding stock have a chance to go and offload it. But it's just kind of annoying seeing a big retailer site like StockX. Like, they're a business, I get it, but they're just kind of in our biggest like vein these past few months, especially, is all these third-party scalpers and botters that are just for some odd reason still maintaining this all up. And we just want to get back to normal. We just want the consoles in stock. We don't want third-party sellers and resellers and scalpers kind of still doing this. And it stinks to kind of see these big websites still going and promoting and still trying to maintain people getting their stock and incentivizing sellers. Now, if you even gave maybe buyers fees, I mean, I don't want you guys buying from third parties, but at least I would give them a little bit of a pass, because right now this is only purely just helping out the sellers, and it's kind of lame. So I don't know. You guys can give me your thoughts and comments down below. I hate whenever I see this type of stuff floating around, although it's intriguing at least to go and talk about. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. The Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well, that Weeble and Coinbase down as well too, and all that good stuff, and the Twitter giveaway. So make sure you guys are joining up on that one. And we'll see you guys later on throughout today for a bunch more videos. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Love you guys.